Hello, once again, I'm going to continue with my tutorial on this. I think I'm calling it, it's been so long, I think I'm calling it the doggy tote bag. But I should be calling it the divided doggy tote bag, whatever. Puppy dog bag, that's right, puppy dog tote. All right, that's what you need to look for. This is a zipper pouch that I did in another tutorial. And I want to tell you somehow, somewhere, I made some measuring errors because this, the bottom of this, is supposed to go from end to end here, and it just barely does. Because of that, I'm going to start with 1/2 inch seams. If I do a 1/2 inch seam, then I'll be able to catch the edge of this and hopefully the edge of this. I need to correct your divider has to be 16 inches. See, I made these notes. The divider has to be 16 inches wide. It's 18 inches tall because you fold it. But we're going to work with this, make adjustments. It might not be a good idea to do a zipper bag your first try around on a tote bag. So the way this works is we line this top part of this bag with this. We want to line it up this way. No, I'm sorry. We want to line it up this way. I don't know why I was oriented on the top. Very carefully, we're going to get this oriented correctly. Down here at the bottom. All right. Now I'm going to do a 1/2 inch seam, I think, or maybe a 3/8. Yeah, I'm going to do a 3/8 seam along here. This is going to be tricky, getting over this. Might not have been a good idea to put a zipper there. But I told you, you have to learn the rules to break them before you break them. I broke the rules before I learned them. I should have gone through it to see where the essential places were. So we're going to match that up here. We're going to line this up here. And you know, when I saw the tutorial on this, I saw this was all cockeyed. That didn't make any sense, but don't worry about how that is. We're going to line this up right here. Oh, and while we're at it, I'm also going to take the top. This is the other side of the liner. Going to line this up. I'm going to make these corners match. That match there. Clip this on. Okay. See, this has to match. Make sure your corners all match. I'm talking about your corner liner pieces, your liner. Your liner corners have to match. Boom, boom, boom. Now, the reason this is shorter is because this tote bag is going to be this much of a box. So it looks like it doesn't fit, but it does. Just pull this over here. Don't worry about how it looks because it's not going to look pretty. I don't think I did this right at all. We're going to go through the motions. I might end up taking this whole thing apart and starting over. But we're going to go through the motions and pretend like this is how we're going to do it. And it's all because I did a zipper bag. I thought I was smart. I thought I could do it. Line this up. Bring this over here. Line the corner up there. As I sew this, I'm going to compensate for my errors, but I'm not going to involve you in what I'm doing to compensate, because I don't know what I'm going to do. But just pretend this fits, because when you cut your piece out, you're going to make it fit. Line this corner up here. Check and double check. All edges have to match. Okay. Sometimes when I'm putting something together and I think, oh man, I really, really botched this, but by the time I get to it, we can't really tell. I'm going to do the, I can't remember if in the, these are my notes. Look, if you want to see my notes, take a gander. Okay, now leave this. This might be all we're going to do today. You're going to have all this bulkiness in here. See that? But that's going to be taken up when they when you finish it, because that's going to be in the depth. See, this is going to be about 4 inches wide, so that you can put a book. I'm hoping you can put a book on one side, a notes on the other, and inside the zipper pocket, put your wallet or your cell phone or whatever. It'll be a complete little sewing travel bag, tote bag, a sewing tote bag. Oh boy, sometimes my brain doesn't work when I need it to. Let's go over here, see if my machine will work. Poor little Zippy. I'm chasing him off again. Ever since I've been out of the hospital, he seems to think it's his duty to make me get as much rest as I can. But I'm not having it. Not me. No, sir. Okay, here we go. I'm going to expand that a little bit. Just because this has been so complicated, I might just do this part. It's really, really complicated. But it's complicated because I decided to do it this way. Okay. I don't even know what to expect. Here goes. And I'm still using green thread. I thought, well, I started with it. I'm going to go with it. I don't know if you can see that, but this is the 3/8 inch. I'm bringing it up to there, and I'm going to go very, in fact, I'm going to put this on the very lowest, slowest setting. Go on. I'm going to help it with my, I'm going to help it a little bit because I want to help it get past that zipper. Okay, made it past the zipper without breaking my needle. That's always a good sign. All right, here we go. Put it back to medium normal speed and go for it. I was going to do this the day that I got so sick I had to go to the hospital. And I told her, I said, I just don't feel like doing this. I feel like I need to go to the hospital instead. We don't celebrate the 4th of July. It's violence, it's warfare. We have none of it. But, you know, it sounded pitiful. Oh, you had to go in the hospital on the 4th of July. Well, yeah, no big deal. I'm going to go back up here, and I did not back tack. And yes, I had to go over a little bit further than I wanted to because I wanted to make sure I caught that edge. If you did it by the proper instructions, you won't have that problem. But I do want to back tack over this. I'm going to literally start out by backing up because it'll be easier to get over that hump. Oop, I didn't know it was going to go so fast. Okay, done. Woohoo! One side done. One down, another one to go. Here we go. Let's see. This is the other side. I'm excited. Just getting past this part is exciting to me because I knew I had goofed, and I really dreaded coming on and telling you all that I goofed. I need to scoot this over I don't know how this slipped, but somehow it managed to slip out of the grips of those. It's just trying to make it as difficult as it can. Okay, here's a sewing tip. Get ready for a major sewing tip. If I can get this on here. Major sewing tip. This is going to be bulky and hard to get over. There's 2 ways to get over bulkiness. I didn't show you over there, but there's 2 ways to do that. One way is to start past the, is that right? One way is to start past the bulk and back up. I'm going to show you another way. Hold on. Make sure. Okay. These 2 corners have to match. They have to. So it looks like I'm going to have to tackle this. There we go. So one way to do it is you can either put it right on the bulk or right past the bulk. I'm going to put this right on the bulky part. I'm going to back tack over it. Now let's see if I can get past it. Another way to do it is to take some material. No, not that. Let me find something thicker. Is to take some material, see, and you can just bundle it, make it as thick as the bulky thing you're trying to get on. And see, when you put your needle down, your presser foot down, then it holds your presser foot level as you go across the bulky part. Check this out. Here we go. Yeah, we're on our way, folks. I got over the hardest part. Now let's see if I can keep on keeping on. I used to have a channel, well, this channel used to be called Keep On Thinking. And the reason I used that is because I was trying to encourage seniors like myself to engage your brain. Engage your brain, and then you won't get old. This is one of the things I'm doing to engage my brain, challenging myself to take on a project that might even be too much for me. But you know what? My motto is, I can do all things through Mashiach who strengthens me. Hallelujah. And if I mess up, let's start over. I'm backpacking all the way up to the bottom of that. I have to make sure those two ends are put together too. Okay, I think that went rather well. Is that a good way for you to see what I've done? So you see, here we go. I'm just going to turn you around here and see if you can see it from this side. So we have this in between these pieces. Now we got to tack it to the bottom. No, I don't like that. I don't like the way you are with it. Come on, let's come back over here. I like this orientation better. Sorry. This is kind of tricky. Pay close attention. Get this up out of your way. Can you see that? Okay. Straighten this out and bring the bottom of this. And here's how I found out I goofed up. Because when I tried to get this all the way down here, this is supposed to go from this corner right here to this corner. But can you see that? See how that's not matching up right there? So I'm going to make the difference up. I'm going to kind of fudge this a little bit so that there's equal distance from here to here as there is from on this side. So I'm going to pull this, try to center this, is basically spread the mistake over a wider space of, it would have been so much nicer if I had done it right. Okay, here we go, here we go. Here we go. It's just clumsy. It's not hard to do. You just have to be really careful. I'm going to line that up there. Basically, I'm about an inch off. I don't know how I did manage to do that, but I'm an inch off. So I'm putting about a half an inch of the space there, and about a half an inch of the space here. Just make it go there. Just put it there. Okay. This, of course, has to, the corner of this, what is that? Has to match this. I don't remember it looking like that in the picture, but Zippy? Mama can't go to bed right now. What would her audience do if I just shut the camera off and lay down with you? All right, I can only do 1/4 of an inch because I don't think I'm gonna catch that part. I just want to catch this part. So I'm going to sew from here to here. Let me get my, oh yeah, that's way too far over. But this is way too far over too. So we're good to go. Come on down here. And your heart will fall away. Okay. enough of the musical interlude. I need to suffer in silence. Ha ha. But not for much longer. There we go. Oh boy. Zippy. You want me to turn the camera on you again? Huh? See, we're going to sew it across here. I better put another right here. As soon as I act like I'm going to put the camera on him, he walks out of the room and leaves me alone. I think my boy's camera shy. My boy. No, my boy. I like these big clips. I also have these big giant clips. I'll use that one. Don't, make sure your material's not folded over. All right, I'm going to sew this down. I'm going to see if I can't just let you watch me sew it from here instead of dragging you all the way over there. No, I can't. You can't see it. Here we go. Here we go. I don't remember the tutorial, what she did about catching that. I don't think. If I made a mistake, I won't be posting this. And I'll simply be telling you I'm sorry. We can't do it. I'm going to have some bulky stuff here, but it's not going to be that bulky. Here we go. I'm going to make this 1/4 of an inch. Why is that acting like that? Get out of the way. You're supposed to be over there. Once in a while he won't call. And then he'll kiss your lips. Back tack, I forgot to do it over the other side. So I have to go back and back tack the other side. I'm just going to run over it again because I don't want this to tear apart. Okay, now this is all I really intended to do for today. But I think you can kind of get, here, let's see if you can get the idea of what this is going to look like. Hold on, let me make this small enough. All right, this is your inside. This is what the liner with the thing is going to look like. This is inside. This is going to be like this, and it doesn't look very wide, does it? I hope I did this right, folks. We'll find out. All right, back to the tutorial to see if I did this right. And then we will go on to the next process. I was so scared of this step. Look, see my notes for the next step? That's what I gotta go do now. Goodbye. Have a good time. I love you.